We're back today with a new Halo breakdown, this time covering the Gladius class Heavy Corvette. This small UNSC warship didn't see a lot of frontline action during the Covenant-UNSC war, and for good reason, as it can only be described as a small Mac with engines slapped on the back. So without further ado, the Gladius was a small corvette used almost exclusively as a patrol and security vessel on the home front within the relative safety of the inner colonies. It's unknown exactly when it entered service, but just before the war would be a reasonable guess. As such, the class provided necessary functions outside of that of a frontline warship, as its small size and armament would result in its immediate destruction against any medium or large Covenant vessel, but would be more than a match for most insurrectionist vessels. Even so, it was manned only by 15 crew and officers, a far cry from the hundreds seen on the half-kilometer-long frigates. At a mere 800 feet, or 243 meters in length, it was far smaller than any frigate class, making it the smallest jump-capable ship fielded by the UNSC, Black Ops vessels excluded. That being said, the Gladius still wielded humanity's signature weapon, a single light Mac as the main structure of the Corvette. It's not an exaggeration to consider the skeletal design philosophy of the Gladius as a ship built around its Mac, as opposed to the frigates designed as a fully realized ship with a Mac built in. For more moderate firepower, it also had a pair of M58 Archer missile pods totaling 60 missiles, which is a massive improvement over the single-digit and oversized Ares missiles of the older corvettes that fought the early insurrectionist forces. Another improvement came in the form of a small point defense array of 6 M870 Ramparts. Thankfully, they were decent at shooting down slower targets like fightercraft and conventional missiles, as the ship wasn't able to rely on massive slabs of battle plating like that of the larger warships for passive defense. The hull itself was simply a space frame composed of titanium, akin to that of a stripped-down warship or a hugely oversized fighter. This did mean that surviving any direct confrontation would rely entirely on its smaller cross-section and superior maneuverability, afforded to it by its proportionally large fusion drive. A large sensor array also gave it the edge in battle space awareness, a must-have for avoiding unwinnable fights and finding ships trying to hide. The Gladius class's unique combination of design features lent it an important role as an auxiliary vessel in generally safer systems, though a large number could conceivably give a proper Covenant capital ship a hard time, with steep casualties guaranteed. And with that, we've broken down the Gladius class Heavy Corvette. If you want to see another breakdown or ship versus, go ahead and comment below. A huge shout out to our patrons on Patreon. Please like and subscribe for more content, and remember, this was your first pass at the Gladius Heavy Corvette.